Hey folks, I got another Beatles update. You didn't think I was done collecting Beatles, did you? Anyway, but we got more pretty fast. I mean, I'm always having my eyes, ears, and my nose open like a bloodhound to sniff out these Beatles stuff, Beatles rarities and commonalities. Anyway, I'm going to start with some LPs. This is one that I got pretty much for the cover. You know, I collect all kinds of Beatles stuff. If the cover's different, I pretty much want it. This is a double LP, Beatles Historic Sessions. This is from Portugal. It's a Portugal release, it says. And this is a 2-record set that's basically more of the stuff that you don't really need a million times. It's the stuff from Hamburg, the poorly recorded Hamburg concert performances. But I liked it because of the cover, which is a nice color photo from the Shindig show that they did. So I even know that they're singing Kansas City. That's the number they're doing here, I believe. Kansas City. So there's one. Here's a bootleg that I got. Abbey Road Revisited, Those Were the Days. Now, this is the kind of album that I already have the material on here, you know, God knows how many times. But I like to collect early bootlegs like this, where all they did was just put a piece of carbon paper over here on a plain old white cardboard jacket. And, you know, this was only a few bucks. It wasn't a lot of money, so added it to the collection. Okay, now, if you watched a couple of videos ago where I was talking about the boxes that I got, the Rarities box set, and also the Let It Be box that I found from a woman who was in her 60s, and she was a little girl when the Beatles were around, and she had a few Beatle records, not many. But these next 3 records that I'm going to show you come from her collection. They're not in great shape, you know, not as good as the Let It Be box was that I showed, but this is a mono original of Hard Day's Night. Now, you know, when you take a copy of a record and you put it in this special flap sleeve kind of, you know, clear out a jacket, it really looks better than it is. I mean, she's got her name on it on these albums on the back. It's the record's in decent shape. You know, there's some scuffing and, you know, marks and things. It's not perfect, but it's a good listen. I played it. It's a good listen. She's got her name on the back. Her name's is Margie. So, yeah, I don't know. It's funny. I'm not just trying to justify having writing on it, but sometimes it's nice to have a little personal, historic touch of the person who wrote the name on it. I mean, this is original. I'm not going to take it out. It's on the with the yellow Parlophone writing on it. So it's a mono original. You know, and again, you know, you wonder. I'm a Beatles collector, but I have up there on the shelf, I have the mono set that just came out, mono remasters, in beautiful shape. Do I need the originals if I've got those in great shape? Yes. So, here's Revolver. This is also Margie's record. And this is in pretty nice shape. It's original. But, you know, to have it in mono on originals, pretty good. I've got some of these 70s reissues, but to have them, especially a mono original rather than stereo, very nice. Okay, this is also from her collection. This album is in better shape than the 2 I just showed. This is, I paid a little more for it. This is the original Abbey Road from the UK. And what makes this special is that it's got the shrink on it. The shrink is not in great shape. It's kind of like falling off. I had to kind of like flatten it out a little bit. But, you know, some people look at this and they think, what the hell is with this guy? You know, who cares about shrink? Then other people who know what I'm talking about are the ones where we see eye to eye on it. And, you know, it's about having an original UK copy. And it's in beautiful shape. You know, I collect all things Beatles related. This is the Beatles hits in brass and percussion. Nice cover. It's also in the shrink. It's got the open shrink, but it's got the cellophane on it. And I don't know if this one's a mono copy. This is a replacement. I did a switch. It's the Traveling Wilburys, the first album, and this one, it was an upgrade because it's got shrink on it. Whether it shows through the outer sleeve that I put on it, I don't know. Trust me though, it is a shrink wrap copy, original. So that was an upgrade. This cost practically nothing, so I bought it. It's Julian Lennon, the Velotte 12-inch single, and I don't really go crazy collecting the Beatles children's stuff, but Julian, I like to collect some Julian stuff now and then, you know. Okay, the rest of what I'm going to show here, not going to be LPs. Here's an 8-track tape that came in a collection of 8-tracks that my store owner gave me for nothing. Just threw it in there. It's interesting because I've never heard of this coming out on an 8-track. It's the Red Robinson interview, Beatle Talk, the way they were in '64 with Red Robinson, which is kind of you know, a vinyl album that collectors see around a lot, but never heard of it being on an 8-track. So that was an interesting piece. The rest here that I have are going to be 7-inch records, and we're going to start with the original mono copy of the Magical Mystery Tour EP, again from Margie's collection. Hi Margie, if you're watching this. I've got a lot of stuff from her. That's what you want. You want to see an original fan from the 60s selling their collections if you can. And it's in pretty good shape. It's got the booklet intact here. Magical Mystery Tour. Okay. Do I believe in magic? Magical Mystery Tour. I believe in magic. Love and Spoonful. Anyway, also from Margie's collection, here's a UK 45 of Paul McCartney. It's Another Day, backed with the song "Oh Woman, Oh Why" on the B-side. I love that B-side. I think that's one of his best, you know, little-known songs. It's a good rocker. Next one I'm going to show is an import from France. It's got the Rubber Soul photo on it, but the reason I liked it was because it's called Michelle, and it's got the Michelle name in bubble letters there. This is the 45. Okay, what do we have here? So we have one more item to show. It's a picture sleeve. Hopefully that will at least interest some Beatle fans out there while I put this one in its outer sleeve. It's Wings, and it's from France again. We have another French one. It's Venus and Mars and Rock Show on the A side, and Magneto and Titanium Man as the B side. And anybody wants to stick around and see the 45, it's Capital. That's it. Now, one of the reasons why I enjoy making videos like, let's say on Beatle videos, is because I think, like, if I go to my record store later in the day, there's going to be a good chance now that I'm going to find more Beatles stuff, and I'm going to say, damn, why didn't I wait? If I would have waited just a few hours, I could have put that in my video. So let's hope there's a lot of Beatles stuff that I come across later that didn't make this video. Thanks, folks. Take care.